This week has brought a macabre milestone in Gaza's unrelenting war. The reported discovery of Mohammed Sinwar's body in a tunnel beneath the European hospital marks not just a tactical victory for the Israeli Defense Forces, but a symbolic one too. Sinwar was no minor figure. He stepped into Hamas leadership following his brother Yahya's death, and he was seen as the executive of Hamas's hardline military operations and a principal architect of the October the 7th atrocities. But the strike that supposedly ended his life tells us something more about strategy, collateral, and about a war that continues to resist diplomacy. The airstrike that allegedly killed Sinwar deployed 40 bunker-busting bombs under a civilian hospital. The location alone is a grim testimony to the hybrid nature of modern urban warfare, where military command centres burrow under medical wards and precision strikes still end up killing 70 and wounding dozens more. Alongside Sinwar, reports suggest that at least 10 of his aides and the commander of Hamas' Rafah brigade were also killed. Whether or not Israeli officials officially confirm the death, Defense Minister Israel Katz has said all signs point to elimination. But does this eliminate the threat or merely displace it? Will other threats turn up in its place? Leadership voids in groups like Hamas are rarely neat or pacifying. They're often catalytic. And IDF knows this, which is perhaps why it continues to bomb relentlessly. Then there's the other theatre, humanitarian, not military. After 10 weeks of total blockade, Benjamin Netanyahu has made a decision on Sunday that has shocked even his own cabinet to resume basic humanitarian aid to Gaza, not because of a newfound benevolence, but under acute American pressure and at the IDF's request. The logic? Let in just enough food to prevent starvation, which might derail the broader military campaign. This is war management by calories. National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir was furious. The far right is livid. Aid is to them an admission of weakness, an oxygen mask for Hamas. But Israel is not acting out of generosity. It's acting to buy time and room to escalate Operation Gideon's chariots. The next ground phase designed to bisect Gaza and break what remains of Hamas resistance. That's the reality of Operation Gideon's chariots. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, back in the presidential office and on tour in the Gulf, is losing patience. His special envoy, Steve Witkoff, has been pushing for a 45 to 60-day ceasefire deal involving a hostage release, US-managed humanitarian zones, and the beginnings of post-war reconstruction. But Netanyahu isn't budging, and the reasons are political as much as military. Trump, in public, says Netanyahu is an angry man who should be, but behind the scenes, American pressure is growing sharper. Trump wants a deal. Netanyahu wants Hamas defeated first. And Hamas, for its part, now refuses any partial truce that doesn't end the war outright. It's a triangle of demands without any shared edge. Ceasefire talks in Doha are, by several accounts, a charade. Israeli officials now refer to them as a facade, with real negotiations happening through back channels, phone calls, and American coercion. Hamas wants guarantees that Israel won't restart the war once hostages are freed. Israel offers only conditional truces, and so the war grinds on. The IDF has now deployed 5 divisions through Gaza. Hospitals are under siege, safe zones are bombed, and humanitarian groups are fuming at the new US-Israeli Gaza Humanitarian Foundation plan, calling it both inadequate and coercive. One Israeli general put it, ambiguity is a tool. The trouble is, so is starvation, and so is misinformation. The discovery of Sinwar's body may be real or premature. Netanyahu's concession on aid is not a pivot, but a tactic. And Trump's mounting frustration is not about principle, but optics. What we are witnessing is a war with no viable exit ramp. Militarily pursued, diplomatically stalled, morally fraying. This is not peace. This is not even an effort at peace. This is choreography, and beneath it a great and gathering catastrophe.